Welcome back to my channel, you guys. So I want to do something a little bit different. I want to show you my what do I eat in a week because I have officially lost 28 pounds. So exciting, especially being a woman in my 30s. It's definitely a little bit harder, and I've been overweight, I have been underweight, and now I can confidently say I love the way I look, I love the way I feel. I feel strong, I feel lean, and I'm just more confident. And I think that's like the number one thing when it comes to deciding your fitness goals. So I want to show you what I've been eating basically this past year and a half, and to be honest, I'm a creature of habit, so if you see the same things, I just like what I like, and I'll try to add some like other alternatives and stuff that I've done in the past. Of course, like the way I was eating a year and a half ago was a lot different. I do eat a little bit less just naturally because I'm not as hungry and I'm a lot smaller. I mean, I've lost like close to 30 pounds, and so I'm going to take you guys along the ride for that, show you what I've been eating. Also, I do macro count, so if you want to know more in detail, just comment below and let me know. This is my first time trying to do like YouTube, more like in-depth content. But yeah, I just want to give you also like a little bit of stats. I'm South Asian, I'm 31, I'm 5'2", so I'm a short girly. So for me, take into account everyone's body's different, but being South Asian, we tend to hold a lot more body fat just because just genetically, and it's actually a fact that we do hold more body weight. So unfortunately it sucks for us, but it's not impossible. I do want to still work on my core. I'm working on that. So since winter arc is here, I am wanting to put on more muscle. I want to stay lean as much as I can. I don't necessarily want to do like a lean bulk. I'm not looking to gain weight, but I am going to probably increase my calories maybe like at the end of the weekend. That way I have a little bit more energy to push throughout the week and push more weight. We're going to hit some legs. I'm going to get my eyebrows done because they're looking like a hot mess. They're just like growing out a little bit. I mean, I put on a little bit of makeup, so it doesn't look that bad, but we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we'll come back and I'll have my breakfast and I'll show you guys what do I eat typically on a normal basis. So let's go. I'm not hungry, but I am going to eat this yogurt because since I am going to go lift, I might as well, you know. So I'm gonna have this, that way I can just get some protein in. It's not much carbs, but again, like I'm just not hungry. Like I don't wanna eat too much because normally when I eat too much and then I go to the gym, like I just feel like I might throw up. So I don't want to do that. And that's another thing with like fitness is like you'll start to understand your body a little bit more. All right, this is my protein coffee that I always make, and it's so good. This is what I use. This baby right here. The reason why is because this is already ready-made. You can easily just put it in your black coffee and it automatically makes it sweet. I used to have to put sugar-free vanilla, stevia, yada, yada, yada. But once I switched to this, it's been kind of nice and I've been putting like less crap in my coffee. So I really highly suggest this. Only do about half of this in black coffee because then it'll just be too much, I think, protein. But if you want to get more protein in, you could just use this whole thing. So it's really up to you how much protein you want. This is 30 grams. If you do half, you already have 15, and then you're just starting off the day, which is really nice. First, I'm going to do 2 pieces of the Dave's Killer Bread Toast. I have a nice hearty little white egg omelet. The egg is cooking right now. I like to have also an egg. And then I also, and since I don't have avocado, kind of right now, avocado, I've been doing like this cow cheese wedge instead of butter. It just makes it creamy. This is pepper jack, and I love spiciness, so it just makes it all taste so good. Protein coffee, got the toast, the eggs, well, egg whites, and then eggs. This just is gonna have a lot of protein, so can't really complain. I'm gonna have my water as well, and that is breakfast for me. All right, it is snack time. So I forgot to record my snack, so I figured it'd be easier if I just show you guys the whole plethora of protein bars that I have because I like to switch it up a bit, and it just depends on how hungry I am, what macros I'm looking at for the day, and then just kind of like just what I'm feeling. So let me show you. All right, first up is our Built Bar. I really like the chocolate chip cookie dough and the brownie batter. So this is how they look. They are the lowest ones when it comes to fat, which is really nice. And then they have pretty good macros and calories, and they are on the softer side, so they're not like super crunchy or anything like that. So just keep in mind that they're on the chewy side. Contender is Bear Bells. I really do enjoy these. They are a little bit on the thicker side. They have more calories, but they're still really, really good. They're 200 calories, and as you can see, like, they're a lot bigger. And then this is the caramel cashew. They do have a little bit more texture. Like, this one is a crispy one, so the outside's crispy, the inside is a little bit more on the chewy side, so not like my super favorite one. But this is basically if I want something like small, a little snack, and I'm also trying to look at what the ingredients are. So these are the RX minis. Now, what's amazing about these, and you can see in the back, is that you can read every single ingredient. They're known to be no BS. You can see everything, like it's made out of dates, egg whites, almonds, cashew. I started eating this when I really was trying to limit eating processed foods. And again, like the mini ones are great if you just want like a little snack and nothing crazy. It's not super heavy protein based. The mini ones only have 6 grams of protein, but it's still better than going out and eating something else. And then last but not least is the Robert Ivan's Fit Crunch. So they do have other flavors, which I do enjoy, and I do think this is one of the better tasting ones as well. Now, I got the strawberry one because just to switch it up a bit, you know, like change up my protein, but that is basically like the plethora of all my bars. But I'll show you guys what I eat, what else for a snack later today, since this is supposed to be what I eat in a week, but I've only gotten 1 meal down because, again, like I'm a creature of habit. I just eat the same things for breakfast. So that's basically what I've been eating so far. All right, so I am doing my breakfast tacos for lunch. Extreme keto wrap. I really like these. They have a lot of fiber in it, and so I'm gonna do 2 delicious ones. I toasted it so it tastes good. I have some delicious black beans. I'm going to spread the tortilla with this delicious like cow cheese that I use. So I'm gonna put that, it's pepper jack, so it'll give it some flavor. So I'm gonna do that. We're gonna add some jalapenos, and of course my famous Taco Bell sauce. I love Taco Bell, so I'm so glad that they make that. And then I don't know if I mentioned this, but I'm also gonna add some fat-free cheese for some more protein. So let me go ahead and make this and show you how it looks. It's really easy. Like, you just take the cheese wedge, and I'm literally just spreading it on, like nothing crazy. I just think it just brings more flavor to the tortilla, so I suggest adding some sort of like creamy cheese. Maybe I ran out of avocado. I would have used avocado, so that would be so delicious with these. All right, so this is what my plate ended up looking like. Like I mentioned, all the black beans, cheese, jalapenos, egg whites. So perfect. It just tastes really good. It's gonna be messy. I have a client shoot, so I'm gonna finish this, do this, have some water, and let's go.
24 hours later.
So it is lunchtime. We just came back from the gym, so I'm going to make a wrap. I'm gonna use my favorite fiber wrap, vegetables. I already have my onions cooking right now, so I'm gonna do mushrooms and bell peppers. So I washed that. Have some shredded lettuce, bulk it up with this, and then I'm gonna do sweet chili garlic hummus. Instead of using like butter or maybe like a heavy cheese, I'm gonna add this just to have a little bit of flavor, and also it's just healthier because it's made of chickpeas. And then I'm going to do a block of this tofu, which is nice because it's already 17 grams. So this is going to be easy. It comes in 2 blocks. Add some Taco Bell sauce. Another thing you could do is you could add black beans to add more fiber, more volume. And then you can also add some like fat-free cheese or like low-fat cheese as well, just to make it taste a little bit better. Just depends on what your macros are looking like. For me, I'm not going to add black beans. I just don't really feel like it. So I think I'm just gonna do this and see how this tastes. If I feel like I need to add more, I'll add more. Everything is looking absolutely delicious. This is how everything is looking. I'm gonna, of course, like put it together, but I just wanna show you the hummus, the veggies, the tofu, the lettuce, and the tortilla. I did measure out the hummus. That is something that I would definitely do if you're on a calorie deficit, just to make sure you're eating 1 serving size. So that's 1 serving size. That was half a block of tofu, the veggies, however much you want, is going to be my lunch for today. All right, this is another dinner idea. Excuse me looking like a hot mess. It is at the end of the workday. It's been a really long day. So for dinner, I'm doing white rice, veggies. I'm doing some edamame, and I'm also doing tofu. Links, I totally forgot to show the packaging. But this is basically like these because there's so much protein in it. So I'm gonna bake this actually in the air fryer so it turns crispy. I'm going to do some sweet chili hummus with it. We got our delicious rice. And let that cook for a little bit. I have my seasonings, so I'm letting my vegetables cook. I like to have them a little bit sauteed so they're a little bit softer. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to add some minced garlic. You could do garlic powder, but I just think minced garlic is just healthier than the powder version. I'm gonna add some paprika to this, some garlic and herb seasoning, and then last but not least, I really am starting to like this Taco Bell seasoning just because it has so many spices. This is my dinner. We have white rice, we have the tofu, which I ended up baking, some edamame, some hummus, and then some veggies. So this is going to be my bowl. It's kind of like a Buddha bowl in a way. And then I do have Coke Zero because why not? And then these are my two sauces that I really, really like. The sweet chili Thai sauce and then black truffle sauce. So I have my famous toast that I do with this Laughing Cow cheese wedge, which I really enjoy because it's pepper jack flavor. They have so many flavors. I have my egg whites. I have one egg. And then I did Quest protein shake with a perfect bar mini. I did not show this in my last video because this is something new that I'm eating again. I really like it. It's refrigerated. It's like creamy peanut butter. And also it's pretty healthy since it has a little bit better ingredients in it. But yeah, this is going to be my breakfast. I've already had black coffee. Right, so I have a great snack idea. I totally forgot about it. So what I do is I will grab Skinny Pop and I will add it to like a bigger bowl. So this is only 70 calories. I'm not as hungry. I'm just gonna do half of this, but usually I'll do a full Quest. They're the jalapeno flavor. And you add it to your snack bowl. I'll add in Quest chips too. If you want regular potato chips, like some Pringles, you know, you can just add a little bit. It's all about portion control when it comes to like your calorie deficit meals. But you really just like don't want to be miserable and bored of your snack. So this is what my little bowl looks like. So again, you can have a little bit more and it'd be fine. You can even do 2 bags of popcorn. That's only 140 calories. But again, like I'm just not like super hungry and I'm gonna go play pickleball, so I don't wanna be too full. But yeah, this is how my little bowl looks like. Let's see. Looks pretty good.
"24 hours later."
I have my breakfast for today. I am pretty hungry today since I worked out. So I have my famous avocado toast with egg whites. And then I'm actually going to do these Quest chip crackers. I know sometimes I'll do this for like a snack, but I really am feeling it. And I think I'm gonna do this different type of Oikos protein. It has 20 grams of protein, which is really nice. And then I'm gonna add some blackberries. Again, like it just depends on how hungry you are, what you ate the day before. So my breakfast always looks different, but this is a pretty good breakfast for me. I know Quest chips is not Whole Foods, but it's so, I don't know why. I just like to have something a little crunchy and it's 10 grams of protein. So it kind of helps me out a little bit. So that is breakfast. I'm going to also go ahead and show you like I did with all the protein bars, my other snacks that I eat because I eat more than just protein bars for snacks. So if other than that Oikos yogurt, this is my other favorite one. I really like these because they have like fun little like chocolates or granola in it. It just switches it up a little bit. You get your protein in, which is really nice. Like after a while, you just kind of get tired of eating regular yogurt. And then if I do have regular yogurt, I also have fruits. I don't have apples right now, but berries. My go-to fruits that I eat because they have lots of fiber. They're going to keep you full. And also talking about fiber, I also eat edamame. typically, I will say edamame has been one of the snacks that I really try to eat every day, especially being on a calorie deficit, because that really helped me like not only focus on protein but also fiber. So I have two different ones. Because when it comes to your calorie deficit meals, you want to be as prepared as you can. That way you stick to your goals. So first off is these edamame soybeans. They come in a pack. So all you have to do is take it out and boil it. It takes about 5 to 6 minutes. Just depends on how much you want to boil it. Is my other go-to. You literally open the box and you throw it in the microwave. 3.5 minutes. Easy peasy. Macros are amazing. 90 calories, 2 fats, 9 carbs, and 9 grams of protein. Like the other regular edamame is the similar thing. You just have to measure it out. That way you kind of know ballpark of what you're eating. So just to recap, that is my breakfast, and then that is going to be basically my snacks for today. Dinner is going to be another Buddha bowl. We'll see if I remember to record it. But usually I just do the same things but switch out. So if I am already eating edamame today, I will do black beans instead of the edamame in the bowl. So I'll do rice, edamame, or black beans. I will do veggies, and I will add a protein. And usually my protein is different types of tofu. Now you've seen all the tofus already, but let me show you. I would say this is the healthiest tofu you could probably eat. Tofu because it has the best macros you can ever find. Usually any type of tofu that is in a container, this is like the best go-to, but it has no flavor. So this is where I'll dry it, put it in the air fryer. A lot of people will actually like add soy sauce and marinate it overnight. I'm lazy, so I don't do that. So what I do is I just pop it in the air fryer. And what I do is I make sure like my veggies are nicely seasoned. I also will take this out and I will add sauces. So that's how I kind of make my meals. It's a lot simpler. Again, like if you have the time, great. If you don't, this is how I stuck with my calorie deficit meals. And I don't even want to say it's calorie deficit meals because I'm also like maintaining, also kind of just trying to figure out like my new goals now. And these are just foods that I truly enjoy. So that is going to basically, I think, conclude this week. Remember, everything that I'm eating basically is very similar, whether it be I'm eating bread for breakfast or maybe those wraps that I showed you. I could do that, like a breakfast taco with eggs or avocado or the Laughing Cow cheese. All the protein bars, I'm interchangeably, changing those out. And I even got a new flavor, the Bear Bells cookies and caramel. I don't think I showed you this flavor, but this is like now my new flavor that I got because again, like you need to switch things out or you're going to be not happy. You're not going to want to eat what you have. Yogurts, fruits are a great snack source. I showed you already like edamame is my go-to. Yeah, just try to keep it simple. Find things you like. But the number one thing also, a food scale. It's annoying, but measure out your food. It is going to help you. Even if you're not tracking calories, at least know what a serving size is. That way you can start ballparking, keeping an eye. Like for example, 46 grams of protein of this is 5 grams of protein. So I try to eat at least 100 grams of egg whites and I'll add an egg in. So much protein. Like it just helps me just get my protein in. And I hope this helped you guys. If you like these types of videos, content, let me know. I will try to make more. Give me ideas of like, maybe you don't want me talking. Maybe I should just record what I'm eating and I can just like type in on screen. Again, I'm still pretty new to trying to do YouTube consistently. So any feedback is very helpful. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.